So a quick little project that I got in the shop just for this like weekend, today, tomorrow, whatever, is a '03 Honda Rancher 350. The guy needs it for hunting. Obviously it's a hunting bike. It's all set up. It's really clean. It hasn't ran in about a year and a half just because he just hasn't needed it, and he's got a couple other ones. So we're going to get this one going. It's not going to be a complete overhaul, not going to be anything. It's going to be a basic service, and I got him a whole new carburetor. So this one I'm actually pretty impressed with. I don't even know exactly who it's one, but it's got the metal inlet right there. It actually has all the ports on it, unlike that last one I got. So yeah, I'm actually really liking this one so far. Pretty clean though. Motor's really clean. We're gonna change the oil. It's got running a K&N. Gonna clean that up. Charges battery up. Filter. Give the whole thing a good front and rear fluid. He's got a little bit of oil down in there. Like I said, hasn't been ran in over a year, so. Just a little side note on these little plastic clips. I know a lot of people break them, everything else. Got on eBay, got the right size. It's like a 3mm, whatever. Bought a whole 100 pack of them for like $4 or $5, $6, something like that. Definitely do that. I mean, it's worth it. These things break, they get ruined, everything. Buy that pack. Okay, so I don't know what's going on. It's almost like they shoved a cigarette up into this hole, because this right here is straight up tobacco. I mean, it smells just like it. I don't know what's going on, but I can't even get a screwdriver up in there to loosen up the petcock here. So I noticed that his fuel gauge is pretty sun beaten, so I'm going to try to clean that up just with some wet, thin sandpaper. See how it does. Well, I guess it turned out about as good as it can. Now you can't really see it because of the glare, but cleaned up pretty good. Also, I did his buttons up here, and his reverse was stuck down. So got that cleaned up so you can actually use it now. Yeah, I need to. Got a new fuel filter, so I'm going to cut that in there and run him a new line from here to there. Almost done. Got the air filter cleaned up and oiled, so that's going to go on and be ready to start here. Alright, so I'm ready for the first startup. Let's see what happens. Got new, like I said, new carburetor, cleaned air filter, new spark plug, new oils all around, new oil filter. New gas, cleaned out the gas tank, so see what happens. First startup without the choke so far. Let's go ahead and get some choke. We've got the Benz silencer on here. Definitely got an exhaust leak right there. And there. Well, it runs after, I think, 2 years of it not running. Idling good. Now come back. Okay, so I was just letting it warm up and everything, fixed the exhaust. But it was running, and then all of a sudden it just died on me. And now I'm not getting any spark from the plug. The plug is new, but 0 spark. So I'm gonna dig into the battery compartment here and see what's going on. Might just be a simple fuse. Sure enough there, that the first 10 amp fuse that I pulled out is blown. So let's just hope that this is just a, I don't know, a fluke, and then it's not gonna happen again. So let's take this spare, pop it into there. Put the spark plug real quick. All right, let's see now. Like I said, we'll let this run for a minute, and hopefully that fuse doesn't blow again, because if so, then it's not good, because it's probably got a ground short. Oh, there it goes again. All right, well, now we got a whole new issue. Cool. So tearing down apart a little bit more. Got the whole front end off. Obviously, yeah, something was living in here. Got some chewed up wires right there. We got some more that chewed up right there. And also like that right there. The GoPro's not filming very good, but I don't think that was enough to short it out, so yeah. Little critters is always a good idea. Gonna take this out. Hopefully nothing's still in there. I'm just gonna put this out here in case something is still there. Alright, so I'm gonna separate up some of these wires and try to actually pinpoint where first thing's at. Okay, so tracing out the wiring on this thing, and what makes absolutely zero sense is I'll search around on the harness here, and the only thing that's hot, like something's really hot, but what it is the throttle cable right here. I mean, that throttle cable, and it's cooling down now, but I had the key on, and this throttle cable is getting really hot. Like even up in here was really hot. It's actually cooling down now, but that doesn't make any sense, because there's obviously no electrical going to it. So I kind of at a loss right here. I mean, the only electrical even going to the carburetor is these 2 wires, but those wires weren't hot. I'm telling you, just the throttle cable. But there's nothing, none of the other wires in this bundle were hot, so I don't know. That's super weird. Okay, so I just want to document this, because so I turn the key back on, and as soon as I turn the key on, the throttle cable gets hot. That's the throttle cable. It got hot again. Nothing else is hot up here. The throttle box is getting hot. The throttle cable's getting hot. What is going on? Okay, so I just started it up again, and the only thing I unplugged was this off the carburetor. It's just like, I think it's just a heating block. So I'm gonna plug that back in, and we'll see if that amp fuse blows. But I'm gonna let this actually run just for a minute longer, because it would have killed out by now. But if I plug that back in and it shorts it out, then I'm gonna swap it out with the old one. But I think it would have been blown already. Well then. Okay, so sad to say that it's pretty obvious what's wrong now. So I kind of did all that for nothing, but there are wires up there that do need to be repaired. But once again, eBay, you gotta love to hate them. Just the nature of the game. I still love their products if they could just pay attention to some details. Okay, so they got the plug that goes in this way, right? And you guys might have saw this previously. You got brown wire on the left side, yellow wire on the right side. Up here, factory, you got brown on the right side, yellow on the left side. So they're switched, they're mixed, they're not right. So I'm gonna take this plug, swap around the wires, and that should fix it. And I did notice already, like, the yellow is kind of sticking out right there. So, I mean, I don't even think I can just turn this plug around. No. So I gotta swap these around in the plug, fix their mistake, and then I should be alright. Then I gotta put this whole back together. Anyways, I'm just complaining a little bit. Once again, it's like eBay. I mean, the eBay carburetors. What's up with the detail? Last video with the foreman, the dang throttle cable wasn't right. Forget it. Okay, so I cut the plug off the old carburetor, put it on the new one, and now we've got yellow to yellow, brown to brown, factory connector. Put some lume on the wire just to dress that up. And now we'll see how it does. New fuses, because I don't plan on going back into it. So give it here about maybe 10 seconds, and if it runs and drives, and then it's good. There we go. It's fixed. That's all it was. Throttle cable's not hot no more. Something as simple and stupid as that. Had to do all that. Glad it's fixed though. Alright, she's all put back together and done. Everything was working fine. Now everything is spruced up, ready for the hunting season. So, quick little project for the weekend to get them back up and on the road. Like I said, it's been sitting for about 1.5 years, and that's what it turns into. We're just gonna maybe get some fender flares for the rear, and just gonna go back in the woods and sit in the woods for another 5 years or whatever, and we should be ready. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned.